Hello people, welcome to the channel CrustG-G, where today we're going to be adding more to the TV and movie mass multiverse web. This is the series where I add different TV shows, movies, shorts, some podcasts, I think, to the same universe/multiverse through crossovers, cameos, shared fictional brands, and more. I feel like I'm missing something, but anyways, we are going to be getting back to the Once Upon a Time section. You can tell from the title. But there are a few things that got sequels and spin-offs that I wanted to add first. So first off, this is the latest, I think, in the Toy Story franchise before Toy Story 5. So that is where we are going. Is it really? Hold on. Has it really been that long since Toy Story 4 was in 2019? Yeesh. Okay. Anyways. Story 5, 2026. Obviously a sequel to Toy Story 4. And the latest in the Toy Story franchise. Next up, we're going over to Phineas and Ferb, but specifically Take 2 with Phineas and Ferb. Just felt right for it to be branched off from there. Oh, what, you may ask? Locker Diaries, Phineas and Ferb. I came across that on my TikTok feed. I'm like, oh, this is the official Phineas and Ferb TikTok? Sure, let's add it. Spin-off takes place, I think, between the original show and the new season while they're in school. So technically, I guess I could put it after the latest movie, but it feels more akin to Take 2. Potentially canon. Well, it might also be closer to Doofenshmirtz's Daily Dirt. Whatever, I'm putting it here. Excuse me. Another thing that I got an ad for on TikTok a while back was Sophia the First. Not that exactly. Right down here. There is a sequel/continuation, Sophia the First, Royal Magic. I guess it takes place after most of the events of the show, but I believe there was a flash forward sequence at the end that showed where characters ended up. I never watched the show personally, but I did watch Athena P, I think? Hold on. Yep, Athena P. Her breakdown of the series. So And the last thing before we go back to Once Upon a Time, going over to Up. And we're connecting the latest, before Toy Story 5, the latest Pixar movie, Hoppers. A logo for the fictional wilderness explorers from Up appears in Hoppers. Not to mention that board of science that was a bunch of Easter eggs for other Pixar properties. Okay. Now moving on. To Once Upon a Time. I'm gonna go into the spiel again. I have decided to add all the connections to Once Upon a Time through the lore of the author role within that series. I'm going to, skip that. Season 5 introduces the concept of the author, a role held by many throughout history in the Once Upon a Time world. These authors would write about events happening in other universes, acting as a sort of historian. I'm just going off of what is listed in the Tommy Westphall wiki, but I will add any animated versions of these stories, as well as anything that's not in the Tommy Westphall wiki that I can find as well. Also of note, real-world authors of the following works received the basis of those works from authors, capital A. So that would include any adaptations of the works of these authors. We are now moving on to... Oh, hold on. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. The only thing on the list in the Tommy Westphall Universe wiki is Jabberwocky, which I've already added elsewhere. So we're going back to Wikipedia from the jump. Okay. Now where do I go? What's down here? I could branch it this way. Why not? First up, Alice in Wonderland, the 1903, I think short. I think it's a short. (1903). Next up, we've got Alice's Adventures in Wonderland from 1910. Oh no. I think there are a few... You know what? Give me a second. Let me just scroll through. Make sure I'm not gonna... Yeah, there's one thing. One asterisk... Not asterisk. Accent. That I did not get ready before the video. Give me one moment. Back. Yes, we are. Okay. Why do I keep losing my mouse? Jeez. Anyways. Alice's Adventures in Wonderland, 1910. Gotta add that. Fine. Just do that. Next up. What? Next up is Alice in Wonderland, 1915. Might as well just copy this. There's going to be a lot that are just Alice in Wonderland. E. There. Next up, Alice in Wonderland from 1931. And again, Alice in Wonderland from 1933. Maybe I could have put more in these notes, given how easy it is to just paste and change the years. Right now, one that isn't just Alice in Wonderland. They shorten even more. Alice from 1946. Easier just to type it all out rather than copy and delete a whole part of a title. Or paste and delete, not copy. What? How is that even? Pain. moving on. Now this one, I think, is the same thing. I should have put the title for it. Give me a second. Let me find it here. Okay, yeah. It is just a translation of Alice in Wonderland from 1949. Okay, this is getting ridiculous. Next up is, again, just Alice in Wonderland. Oh, it's the Disney version. The one that most likely just the version that basically added its lore into Once Upon a Time. That Once Upon a Time was adapting it from, specifically. But then again, there are other things that aren't Disney that is in Once Upon a Time, like, I think Dr. Frankenstein? What am I doing? There we go. And there is a spin-off, Alice's Wonderland Bakery, from 2022. This is a spin-off / sequel series following the great-granddaughter of Alice from the 1951 movie. She is the great-granddaughter of her. I think maybe they're both named Alice, or maybe she started the bakery and named it after her great-grandmother or something. I don't know. But it is apparently canon. And I'm adding it. Pain. Back. Here we go. Next up is a different thing from 1966. Alice, well, there were multiple titles. Alice in a New Wonderland is one, but the other is Alice of Wonderland in Paris, which is the one that I'm putting it as in this web. Okay. Moving on from 1972, Alice's Adventures in Wonderland. Next up, again, Alice in Wonderland from 1976. This is an X-rated musical comedy, so not for children at all. Just do not search it out if you're a child. What am I doing? Okay. Now we've gotten to the one where I will need this accented I. This, why didn't I put translation? It translates to, oh, I don't have the translation, that's why. Let me look it up. Okay, it basically is a long-winded way of saying Alice in Wonderland. Okay, it is a very long title for just Alice in Wonderland. Anyway, yeah. $1976. Let me grab this now. Copy. V. And everything. Bold, unbold. Color? It's whatever. Delete that. Change the size. Alright. Let me just copy that. There we go. Moving on. I'm putting just the English title here. Alice or the Last Escapade. Which, I guess, I don't know. From 1977. One moment, please. Okay, we're good still. Next up, from 1978, Alice in Spanish Wonderland. Excuse me. Next up is also Alice in Wonderland, but in a different language. From 1981. That. You'll see the, this, I don't know. That. 1981. Alright, last two. Number one, Alice Through the Looking Glass from 1982. There. And another one just called Alice, but I'm gonna use the translated title. I don't want to butcher that, but ALICJA. From 1982. And there we... Come on. There you go. Go. Oh, you butt. There. Whew. And that is going to be it for today. About there. Alright. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, go leave a like on the video. If you didn't, there's another one for that. If you want to see more from me, hit subscribe, ring the bell, be notified whenever I upload. If I missed anything or I did something you think I shouldn't have, let me know in the comments below. I appreciate the help. But until next time, hope you have a nice day. Bye.